Hi everyone, we are Ardea and we have a very simple mission to connect communities through a slow fashion. So let me take you on a journey to understand the problems of the fashion industry and the solutions that we are providing. This is how a real sustainable t-shirt looks like in most European shops and brands. The prices are high, there's a lack of diversity of models and fabrics, and the designs are too minimalistic, which is why people think sustainable fashion is boring and inaccessible. But sustainable fashion is a growing trend, and that is why sustainability has entered as well the fast fashion world. Nevertheless, big brands are not compromised enough and engage in greenwashing practices which are more and more contested by consumers who ask for further transparency and detailed information. Something in common between sustainable and fast fashion brands is their focus on the product to prove their sustainability. But slow fashion is more than the materials. It is also about the people behind the clothes and the conditions in which they elaborate them. All these problems are related to the growing demands and needs of consumers of sustainable fashion, which only in Spain accounts for 25% of the sector's turnover, over 4.5 billion euros. These people demand more variety, brutal transparency, and real stories. The growing demands of consumers ask for a change of the narratives used by fashion brands. People not only buy products, but emotions and stories, and they want to focus on the human side of fashion. Recent surveys show that 75% of respondents see fair conditions for workers as the most important factor for sustainable fashion. In Ardea, we found the perfect match for the demands of European consumers. There are lots of small local brands around the world already doing things differently. We are just providing a dating spot with the perfect light and atmosphere for them to fall in love. We partner with these brands and we take the time to understand their needs, negotiate fair prices, and provide them access to the European market. Through our platform, we bring their products and stories closer to European society to show that there are affordable and accessible fashion alternatives that don't harm people or the planet. And we are sure that this is a perfect match because we know our partner brands very well. These brands produce clothes at the local level, using sustainable materials and traditional methods, but also providing sustainable economic opportunities to their communities. On top of that, their clothes are amazing. They are fun, affordable, sustainable, and durable. It is almost impossible not to fall in love. We have created the perfect platform to showcase these brands to the European market, tell their stories, and make their products accessible to consumers. Our webpage is easy to use and focuses on the people behind the clothes. Each month, we dig into the realities of one of our brands, allowing consumers to connect with them through videos, interviews, live conversations, and pictures, to understand their realities and traditions. You can only find these clothes in Europe through us, which means you are getting exclusive pieces of clothing to be sustainable, but also original. And more importantly, you will know who made your clothes and what's the story behind. We know one of the biggest problems in the fashion industry is the excess production of clothes. That is why we focus on the durability and value of each piece of clothing. But we want to go further to achieve circularity, and in the medium term, we will partner with repairing companies around Europe to get your clothes completely renewed through an easy and fast process, all through the same platform. We are able to do all this thanks to the great partnership ecosystem that we are building up. The solutions were there. It was just a matter of enabling the needed connections. We have already identified and established contact with 41 local fashion brands around the world, 7 activists and influencers that are key to spread our mission, more than 200 European consumers that would buy our clothes, and 6 European shops that would love to sell these clothes in their venues. Finally, we have contacted 3 repairing companies that like our idea and will be happy to collaborate together. It is also important to have a good internal ecosystem for things to work out, and we believe our team has the key skills, knowledge, and experience to make this happen. We are Ardea. Thank you so much for listening.